Greetings, Rigil Agateiades here, and today we're on one of the weird looking suits from Jupiter, with an even weirder name. The 500 cost level 1 Bolinoak Sammahn. Equally weird looking high gog with a very clear intention. We'll show him why that doesn't work, and then some very sussy game mechanics. Because counters work as long as you hit their hitbox, the huge high gog shoulders through the wall also counts. What's even sussier though is the Bolinoak Sammahn itself. The signature skill of the Bolinoak Sammahn is the fake beacon, or what I prefer to call the sus drive. It changes the radar signature of the Bolinoak Sammahn to friendly on enemy radar, and from there you get the 2 beam tomahawks suddenly swinging in your face. With melee combo controller level 2 and 2 melee weapons, in theory you can just keep meleeing and meleeing and meleeing forever. Clearly, once you're pinned by the Bolinoak Sammahn, you're screwed. And to make matters worse, the Bolinoak Sammahn has the perfect weapon to go with the sus drive, the radar jammer. Press a button and all enemy radar within 250 meters gets shut down. Then you can sneak behind them and they will not know you're there. Well, that's assuming you have teammates in front to grab their attention. When your entire team is screwed, you're equally done for. Withstand all that attack without exceptional durability as a raid type, and then squeeze a few melees in, taking a scary portion of the G-line's health away before we go. First to respawn. Other than the sussy part, the rest of the Bolinoak Sammahn also makes it a good raid type in general. With maneuver armor level 2 and damage control level 3, it takes a lot of effort to stop the Bolinoak Sammahn, making it almost the best suit to charge at enemies head on. But of course, you can still stop it while it is swinging its axis forever. Or use a stun rod. Strong staggers are as reliable as ever. A complete melee mess puts 4 out of 5 men on the floor, but as I've said, the Bolinoak Sammahn is a tough nut. Its defense is equal to most 600 cost raid types, and the beam gun on its arm and its back also have buffers that reduce damage taken by 30%. The downside to this is the lack of emergency evasion, and more importantly, the lack of anti-blast stabilizers. Getting staggered by the target you just killed with your 6 melee swing definitely costed some games. The weapons on the Bolinoak Sammahn. In terms of ranged weapons, you don't have a lot of options. First, you have his unique beam gun, almost useless uncharged but staggers instantly when charged. It is your go-to weapon to start a melee combo, but don't expect much damage from it thanks to its low base attack. Then you have the 12-shot grenade launchers. Instead of staggering immediately, they stagger for 25% per hit, and can be fired all in one volley. Because they can also be used while on thrusters, they are very flexible, suitable both for charging into the enemy support or stopping the general types who's there for revenge. Team annihilated below and an enemy is coming from behind. It's time to take our lead. With our custom parts, we're putting a heavy emphasis on the thrusters, since you need them to do your melee combo. And with no emergency evasion, you really need the thrusters to enable maneuver armor at any time. Other than the 2 ranged weapons, there's also the radar jammer I mentioned. It reveals all enemies within 250 meters and shuts down their radar. Other than sneaking behind enemy lines, it is also useful to make it impossible to catch us escaping underwater. Although it seems like we didn't even need to do so because the enemy didn't seem to see through our sus drive in the first place. That's the ranged weapons, mostly just for staggering enemies and utility. Is that a lotto? No wonder we couldn't find their support type. Sneak a beam gun shot in and he's low enough. We'll leave the lotto to our teammate. With no instant staggers without charging the beam gun, the Bolinoak Sammahn is not very good at starting melee combos itself, so a lot of the time, you're just swinging at whoever your teammate staggered or down. Almost squeezed a second down attack in. You also struggle in showdowns like this one. Guessed the timing wrong, immediately spam the thrusters to turn on our maneuver armor, and our teammate conveniently staggers the Jäger for us. With no emergency evasion left in him, he is done for facing our double axe. A bit more about the 2 melee weapons. The Bolinoak Sammahn comes with a double beam axe and a double beam saber. While the handling of both weapons are almost the same, the down attack motion of the double beam axe is slower, and as a result, way more vulnerable to counters while you do that little jump. To be safe, it's better to start with the sabers first and then pull out the axe. Here we demonstrate how raid types literally think of the same thing. Perfectly synced. Unlike the Red Rider though, the Bolinoak Sammahn is also a flexible pseudo support type that can disrupt the enemy front line. Press the radar jammer and we've shut down 2 enemy radars. And then we turn to the Lotto. While it is annoying, it is weak against melee attacks when transformed, so we dive Last minute remaining. Called in a supporting fire which hits someone at least, but we definitely don't want to die alone and get no time for a respawn. Teammate got too brave and gets caught out there. We tried to help him out, but he was absolutely decimated even after we staggered one of the enemies. At least we picked up the kill. The one thing you don't want to do as a raid type is to die for nothing, and the sus drive is not helping us now. When nothing is happening, it only reveals that we're the annoying green raid type that is good for general types to farm damage on. Also why the Lotto could avoid us the entire game. But you may also say that's a good way to grab our enemy's attention. Teammates chopping up someone 3-on-1, while 2 enemies are just looking at us. Final 20 seconds and that 3v1 kill just netted us the score to win. Now the enemy has to make a move, but it's already too late. With a mess guaranteed to happen again, we dive in from above and just swing our axes like a maniac. A win not quite thanks to us alone, but we definitely helped with making a mess and then not dying for no reason. The Bolinoak Sammahn is capable of way more damage than this. I simply couldn't find their support type, and I am simply bad at using 2 melee weapons. Surely you guys can do more than I did, and I am sure the Bolinoak Sammahn will not disappoint. With a near unstoppable charge and 6 melee swings in one go, it is a heck of a raid type. That's it from me today. Latest.